using this oat milk box, which is exactly what you want to use for painting. This is like super professional setup right here. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of JDM for All. Welcome back, JDM fam, and thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank you guys for supporting this channel and for watching my videos. So today we are actually going to be painting one of the trim pieces on the CRV and fixing a mistake that I made on the CRV. I'll show you guys right now what I'm talking about. Now, I just wrapped the CRV hood. You could go check out that video if you want to. It looks great. It's not perfect. None of this is going to be perfect. I've never wrapped a vehicle before, a full vehicle. I've wrapped hoods before. By the way, this was the most difficult hood I have ever wrapped on any vehicle, mostly because it really bends down right here, and it has these huge curves right here. It made it a little bit more difficult, but it was still doable. I did it. It looks great, and I have to say I am liking this Nardo gray color. It reminds me of Sonic Gray Pearl. I said that in the previous video. So the mistakes that I actually made were I did not tighten this door handle enough last time. It was tight from inside, but I think maybe it was catching on, I think the bolt was catching on the wrap, and so it made it feel like it was tight and it was like all the way tightened, but obviously it's got to go a little ways more. I don't like that. It just annoys me. It's not a big deal. I could probably leave it like that forever. Don't want to though. Also, this trim piece, I did not have the paint for it, so I ended up popping it back on. So today I'd like to pop this off, paint it in this video, and tighten up this door handle as well. We're going to make it look a lot better, and I don't want to deal with any of this door anymore. I want to start working on the other panels as well as the front fenders. By the way, I have the wrap coming for the front fenders, guys. Just ordered it. So these things are actually pretty chipped up. So it's going to look great when it's wrapped. And it just looks like paint, guys. This wrap actually looks just as good as brand new paint. I love it. It's amazing. Wrap is such an amazing invention. It's so cool. So we're going to be wrapping the two front fenders on the next wrapping video. But today, like I mentioned, going to be working on this door. It's about time we get started. I'm going to open up the door and pull off the panel right now. Okay, so we're going to open the door up. Now what we want to do is get to this screw right under here. So here's the handle right here. And by the way, I did forget to mention there are two screws behind the door handle. There's just a little piece of plastic that you use a flathead screwdriver and pop off, and then you'll be able to get those out as well. So we're going to pop off the door. I'll show you what we do after that. Alright, so I got the door panel off. I took off the clip right here as well as the plastic piece that goes right here. Now we're going to go in here and tighten up this bolt right here, which is super simple, and then take out all of these clips right here that lead to the trim piece on the other side. So let's go. Alright, so I figured out the problem. There was wrap stuck inside of that bolt thread, as well as this metal piece that goes around the handle right there was flipped around. So it was actually too close to the door, and when I would tighten it all the way up, it was still not tight enough to hold the door handle. So that is fixed now. Happy about that. This is what it looks like. Looks great. Exactly what it's supposed to look like. Love it. So next, we're going to work on the trim. So I did use 400 grit sandpaper and wet sanded this trim piece. Here it is drying off. It's pretty scuffed up. I think the paint will hold well. And this is the paint I used, Krylon Fusion All-in-One Satin Black. It's a great paint. It works great. It worked on all of my plastics so far on the CR-V, and I will be using this on the rest of the trim pieces as well. All right, so the trim has been sanded with the 400 grit sandpaper. We have this Krylon Fusion All-in-One spray paint we are going to be using in satin black. It says no runs, drips, or errors, so using this oat milk box, which is exactly what you want to use for painting. This is like super professional setup right here. So we're going to hit this with a base coat just to get the paint to stick to it, and then we will start hitting it with at least 2 or 3 coats. Make sure that it sticks well and it looks good. But so far it is scuffed up really well, it's cleaned up, so let's get to painting. Super happy this is actually done, and now the trim piece is off, fully painted. Here it is right here, looking good. We're going to wait for this to dry off for a few more minutes. I don't know, probably another 20-30 minutes before I pop it on really quick. I'm going to put this door panel right back on and just basically button it up, and let's see what it looks like when it's done. By the way, if you ever take off your door panels, this sticky stuff is the worst. It gets everywhere. This stuff that holds this plastic on to the door actually gets all over the place. It's super difficult to clean off. I have it all over my arm, and I'm gonna have to soap and scrub this stuff off. It's just everywhere. So if you end up dealing with this, I think I would wear gloves just so it doesn't go everywhere, especially on your door panels. You don't want it all over your door panels when you put it back together and then have sticky spots everywhere. Just one thing to mention. Okay, so after all of that, this is what the before looked like, at least the back door. The driver door looks brand spanking new. The door handle, not too much. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's not perfect. Now the door trim looks amazing. It looks brand spanking new. Look at that compared to the other ones. Definitely a big upgrade. This is basically what the whole CR-V is going to look like. We're going to have the Nardo gray all around with black trim, black plastics all over. It's going to look really good. I am thinking about wrapping the front bumper and back bumper as well, depending on how hard, how difficult everything else is and how I feel after this project. But so far, guys, love it. So now the door handle looks perfect. The trim looks brand new. If you guys can see in the video, it just looks amazing. Now it makes this bottom piece look really bad, which I am going to be taking care of that very soon as well. Look out for those videos, guys. But I did, like I mentioned, just order some wrap for the front fenders. I'm going to be doing that next, and then I'll be dealing with the back area. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the project so far and what you guys would do differently if you guys are going to be doing this on your car. And yeah, I have to say, so far I'm definitely happy about it and I like the outcome. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later.